Hello, my lovelies. Today we are going to do multiplying and dividing with scientific notation. It is so easy, you're not even going to believe it. So first, what I have to do is I have to make sure you understand the associative property of multiplication. The associative property of multiplication is 3 times 4, let's say, times 6 times 2. Okay, so I can do 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And I can do 6 times 2 equals 12. And 12 times 12 is 144. So I used the 3 and the 4 and the 6 and the 2. Or I could multiply 3 and 6, 3 times 6, and 4 times 2. 3 times 6 is 18, and 4 times 2 is 8. And 18 times 8 is 144. Or I could do 3 times 2 and 4 times 6. 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 6 is 24. And 24 times 6 equals 144. Isn't that cool? When you have a bunch of numbers multiplied all together, you can shuffle them all around. I can change this to 3 times 6 times 4 times 2. Or I could change it to 3 times 2 times 4 times 6. I can change them in any order, and I'm always going to get the same answer. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with scientific notation. Okay, scientific notation. Let's do 2 times 10 to the 6th times 3 times 10 to the 4th. Now watch this. I can multiply, because I can multiply them in any order I want. I'm going to multiply the 2 times the 3 and 10 times 6 times 10 to the 4th. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do 2 times 3 times 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 4th. What is 2 times 3? 6. What is 10 to the 6th times 10 to the 4th? Well, as long as the base is the same and we're multiplying, all we do is add the exponents. 10 to the 10th. That's it. Look at how easy that was. Okay, let's do another one. Let's say 3.4 times 10 to the 3rd times 6.8 times 10 to the 5th. So I'm going to multiply these two, and I'm going to multiply these two. So I need to do 6.8 times 3.4. 4 times 8 is 32. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27. Bring down a 0. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 20. Plus 2 is 20. 2, 11, 3, 2. I count how many numbers are behind the decimal in my problem. 1, 2. I put that many behind in my answer. So I've got 23.12 times 10 to the third times 10 to the fifth. This is 10 and this is 10, so all I have to do is add these. So this equals 23.12 times 10 to the 8th. It's easy. Let's do one more. Just one more, just to make sure you know what you're doing. Let's do 6.1 times 10 to the 4th times 3.2 times 10 to the 3rd. I'm going to multiply these two and these two. Now I do 6.1 times 3.2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Bring down a 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 2, 5, 9, 1. I count how many numbers are behind my decimal in the problem, and I put that many numbers behind the decimal in my answer. So I've got 19.52 times 10 to the 4th times 10 cubed, 10, 10. So all I have to do is add these. 19.52 times 10 to the 7th. Yay! We did half the lesson already. Now, let's do division. It's just as easy. You do the same thing, only you're dividing. So, 9 times 10 to the 5th divided by 3 times 10 squared. You divide these and you divide these. What is 9 divided by 3? 3. 10 to the 5th divided by 10 squared. How do we divide when the base is the same? We subtract. So it's 5 minus 3. 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 10 cubed. It's that simple. But with scientific notation, we usually have decimals. So let's say 6.8 times 10 to the 7th divided by 2.2 times 10 to the 5th. We divide here and we divide here. So 6.8 divided by 2.2. But you all know that we can't divide with the decimal and the divisor. So we have to move this over. We have to move this over. Now we've got 22 into 68. So it'll be what, 3 times? 2 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus is a 2. Bring down a decimal and a 0. 22 goes into 20. 0 times. Bring down a 2, 0, 0. Let's see. 22 goes into 100 about 5 times. So it'll go to 200 about 10 times. Let's try a 9. 9 times 2, I have to move this out of the way. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 2 is 18, 19. 200 minus 198 is 2. Bring down a 0. 22 goes into 20. 0 times. And all you have to do is round to the hundredths. Round to the hundredths. So this stays the same. So we've got 3.09 times 10 to the 7th divided by 10 to the 5th. 10, 10, we just subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2 times 10 squared. That's our answer. Let's do one more. And then you're finished with this whole lesson. Just one more. Let's say 4.7 times 10 cubed divided by 4. No, I don't want to do, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to put a 4 there. 2.1 times 10 to the 4th equals. So I divide these and I divide these. 4.7 divided by 2.1. Can't do division with a decimal in the divider, so I have to move this over. Move this over. So I've got 21 into 47. 21, how many times does 21 go into 4? None. How many times does 24 go into 47? 21 go into 47? 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 47 minus 42 is 5. Bring down a decimal and a 0. That's 21 is going to go into 50 2 times. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. This is going to be 8. Bring down a 0. Well, I know that 21 would go into 84 times. So 20 would go into 84 times. This is 21, so it's got to be 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down a 0. 21 will go into 170. Well, 20 will go into 105 times. And then 3 more would be 160. So let's try that. Let's go 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 10. Uh-oh, I made a mistake somewhere. What did I do? I did something wrong. See, teachers make mistakes. Oh man, I did something wrong here. But you know what? Long division isn't really the lesson. So we're gonna pretend, forgive me, we are pretending that I did something right because I want to make this lesson really short for you. Let's say the answer is 2.23, but you all understand teachers aren't perfect. I made a mistake in my problem somewhere there. But let's say the answer really was 2.23. And then we multiply it by this. 10 to the 3rd divided by 10 to the 4th. All you do is subtract. What is 3 minus 4? 3 minus 4 is 10 to the negative 1. Bam! That's how you do it. So when you're multiplying, don't worry, I know I promised we were going to end, and we are. I'm just showing you times 6.3 times 10 cubed. When you're multiplying, you multiply these two and multiply these two, and you've got the answer. And when you're dividing, divided by 4.6 times 10 to the third, you divide these two and you divide these two. Now we have covered adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing with scientific notation. And that's it for this lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all you have to do is ask me. Great, bye-bye.